Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Hey, this is part two. I'm sitting here doing this from my laptop. And if you've noticed over here on the right, I now have this long strip that comes over. So with this now, we don't have the sends on fader button. We can literally come to any mix bus now. And as you can see what happens when we click it, it's automatically putting us into sends on fader. This is very similar to the X32 edit, X32 mix, M32 mix. And I do want to clarify a couple things here from the last video. Up here in routing, here's the user routing. Before, when I thought it was the input matrix, this is the user router. And this is what was throwing me off. There's no option that's on my laptop. I'm only seeing the local here. But if you left mouse click and grab it, then you'll see where you've got your AES50 now, A and B, there's your card in, and there's your aux ins over here. And then I'm just using the mouse wheel to scroll up and down. Took me a little bit of time to figure out there. And we'll go back. And if we go into the setup, right here, this setup wizard, okay, one thing I do want to say, David's got a real nice manual up there. Guys, you got to read through it. I'm on my third pass with it right now. Like I said, I don't know anything about MIDI, but if you read the manual, a lot of this is going to become a lot clearer for you. And also you have these little tooltips, I guess is what they are. So we're going to open this setup wizard. And what's it saying right now? Okay, it's here's for your phone. I guess a small tablet, medium, large, plus 20. How many channels should be shown per layer? I'm going to put it up here on 16. And say next. And here you have your large. This is where I was able to change this. If you remember in the first video, it was on small, I guess maybe by default. So I put it on large and I hit next. What items should be in the channel strip? And again, you can go up there and you can customize your channel strips once you go through this setup wizard as well. We're going to say next, you're all done, and say done. And then when we go back, this is what we have now. Okay. Again, in the general, the channel windows, if we do the tooltip, opens a new channel for the channel processing. We say okay. Now, I don't find this useful myself, but we're going to turn it on anyway. Metering window. And then we have opens a new window for the signal metering. And we're just going to turn these on. Double tap. The theme is the regular. You can edit this theme. Again, there's so much customization you can do to this. But right now, we're just under the generals. We're going to go back. And now, if I click on this, as you can see, now there's my overview in a new window. It just makes it much larger. And then if we right mouse click this, as you can see, now it brings up our scribble strip. And we can go through, if we have our scene laid out, or we're doing this on mixing station, it's all here. You can go through and literally just pick matrix. When you click here, as you can see, you can come in here and you can start naming these what you want them. You can change the colors, the icons. Okay, so that's pretty slick. And then again, we have this over here on the right, our mute groups. We're just going to click off of that and go back. And we'll go into setup again. The mixer. This is for the DC spill page right here. PEQ sensitivity. Everything you click here, you're going to see an option for it. Click right now is none. Open pop-up. We can also reset the value. And I'm assuming we're going to reset the value on anything that we click on. Okay? A long click opens a pop-up. Alignment is going to be to the left. Include the main is on. Enable to include the DCA, IDCA with the spilled channels. We say OK. Follow layers. This is for your sends on fader. Channel buttons follow the layers instead of the natural channel order. What this means is there's a way that you can come in here, and let's say that for whatever reason you wanted to move channel 16 next to channel 1. Well, when you click on the next arrow up on the top, instead of it going from channel 1 to channel 2, it's going to go from channel 1 to channel 16. It's going to go in the exact same order that you have those set at. Okay, and that's when we get up into our different types of customization. Mix mute is on, the mix list is on, the flashing, that's how that, when I go into Sense on Fader, that's why you see that flashing there. If I turn it off, it won't do that now. You see, it's just regular. You're in Sense on Fader. But a lot of people, they'll stay in Sense on Fader. They'll forget to come out of Sense on Fader. Let's go back into setup. And I'm going to turn this back on. The flashing, I don't so much need. Here, the background's going to change for me. That tells me that I'm in Sense on Fader. Mute enable is on. Find fader is on. The FX tap time shows FX tap delay buttons in the mute group pop up. Okay, so if I turn this off now, and we come back, and where is our mute group section right here? You see where they flash right there? It's showing you the time. The assignments, the full consoles have the A, B, and C layer buttons. X32 edit, X32 mix, and M32 mix. You can actually assign these if you're using the rack. And then, of course, we have our mute groups here. As you can see over here, it's turning on the box mix. If we look right up here at the drums, now all those are muted. Okay, well, we had a power outage, so I had to start over again. So that's a good time to bring us up to this screen right here. When you open up Mixing Station, here's the different consoles that you can pull from, okay, that this actually works with. So we're going to click on the X32, M32. And as you can see right here, permissions is set up right now just for the personal monitor bus 1. If we click this, here you can run the board. This is front of house. But if you choose a personal monitor, and let's just say we're going to choose bus 1, and then we say OK, and then we say connect. And that's it. As you can see, I am now in Sends on Fader because of the background. Now I have these other channels that I can go to, but there's where we can add in, to our mix bus. But that's all you can do here. Bus master over here. Mix bus, as you can see, it's only bringing up 1. Here, the matrix and the mains and the DCAs has no effect whatsoever. Okay, here you can do the mute enable, but as you can see now, okay, you can't do anything else. Even up here now, these are restricted as well, up at the very top. You see, that's our mix buses, the matrix and the mains, and the DCAs. Okay, so here we go from the mixer view, and that's our only option, is to come back into the Sends on Fader. All right. So I went ahead and closed that out, and we come back up now here to the X32, M32. And I'm going to put this back on no restrictions, and then I'm going to connect. And here we are. So let's go back now to our mixer and pick up where we left off. And here's the mixer specific. And also the solo follows channel select. We can do that. We have the channel select follows the solo, follow channel select. And again, these little tooltips follow the currently selected channel of the mixer. And this will help you decide, just exactly what you want to do with these settings. Now, invert the color. This is pretty cool. If you have some issues with some iPads, tablets, direct sunlight, things of this nature, you might be able to play around with this. Inverts the channel color to where you can just get a better view of the mixer. So here we're just going to turn this on, and then we're going to go back. And there we go. If you look at the top channel strip now, all of these have been inverted. And guys, that's going to do it for this video. I'm trying to keep them as short as I can while still being able to go through all of this. When we start again, we're going to get into the metering page, or maybe come back up in here and dig in a little deeper as far as these layers and layouts. The channel strip, whole lot of customization there. The security, here is where we would go into Zoom. Let's see, locked buses. Password here. For this one, like we just looked at earlier, that would be the password right there, 6767, that this person would have. And then they would be able to log in. Nobody else is going to be able to get into this mix bus unless they have the password. Okay? Take care. God bless. And we are out of here.